Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. Just got done recording a video for Tarot of the Seven Seas. Wait a minute. This sounds like a pimp job here. Regarding Navalny's funeral tomorrow. I was reading to ask if there was going to be some drama with Navalny's funeral. I had put the video up an hour earlier than I normally would. It's going to go up 9 o'clock tonight Pacific time, 3 hours before this video, because I wanted folks in Europe to get an extra hour of it if they happen to watch it. If you're not already subscribed to Tarot of the Seven Seas, it's my second channel that focuses on international events, such as Navalny's funeral, and it's mostly EU-centric. So if you want to check out some tarot readings on outside U.S. events and get up to speed on some international things, I'd recommend hitting Tarot of the Seven Seas and checking it out. I'll have a link in the description. And end of pimp job. Okay, what do we got going on here? Yesterday, Hunter Biden gave his testimony behind closed doors to the committee that's trying to impeach Joe Biden. And I haven't seen any news about information. I haven't seen if the information's been released yet. The transcripts are supposed to be released soon. But I haven't seen, there's no sound bites or hearing outrage from the media about what Fox News, OAN, or Newsmax is putting on there. So, knock on wood, so far so good. Maybe Hunter Biden's concessions actually helped. But what I want to focus on is the part that Hunter Biden brought up where when he was being grilled by the Republicans about his forward business deals, he drew a distinction between what he was doing in the business world with independent businessmen versus what Jared Kushner was doing with foreign governments. So, reporters asked Jim Jordan about that, and he said that the scrutiny of Kushner would be ridiculous. The idea that Jared Kushner did something wrong is ridiculous. He told that to Eric Bolling on a appearance on "quote unquote" The Balance. I don't know what podcast that is. I mean, the Trump family has been investigated more than any family on the planet, and what they've attempted to do to, I'm going to put in the word former President Trump, and has been doing to former President Trump over the last 7 years is unbelievable. No, it's actually quite believable if all you're going to do is commit, 5 to 10 felonies every day. Of course you're going to get investigated. Now, Jim Jordan's argument doesn't hold water. Not even a little bit. If anything, Kushner should be investigated. Oh yeah, and the fact that Hunter Biden did his bad things when Biden was in office, but Jared Kushner did his things after Trump was out of office. You sure about that? I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of MAGA people that think that Trump's still in office with his own military and fighting the deep state and all this QAnon nonsense that's going on out there. The lies, the gaslighting. Oh my God. All right. The article did mention that the Democrats did start an investigation into Kushner for that, but the Republicans took over the House back in January of 2021 and promptly killed that investigation. So, I want to find out two things. I want to find out about Jim Jordan, because he's a dirtbag, and don't we all just love Jim Jordan? But then we're going to focus on Kushner and what's going on in his life, because, yeah, we haven't been creeped out by that sociopath in a long time now, have we? Do we really want to read on Jim Jordan? Well, whatever. Entertainment purpose only. Let's go do some entertaining stuff. Come on down. What's going on with Jim Jordan? Is there? Can you give us Can you just dish on Jim Jordan? What's going to be happening for him in the next few months? What type of things is he going to be facing? Well, let's see. My deck is upside down, and I've got a pair of aces. There is going to be stuff with money in Jim Jordan. Now, I don't think he's going to win the lottery. I don't think that he's going to come up with some valuable plans to bring up. It could be something else dealing with money and the handling of money. Like campaign finance or self-enrichment. Or maybe there's going to be a big value thing that comes up. Certainly, when we're talking about Hunter Biden here, Jared Kushner's taking billions and Hunter Biden's taking millions allegedly. Hunter Biden's were business things. No, there's going to be some money stuff. And it's about money, the handling of money. Again, it could be campaign finance, could be bribery, could be mishandling of funds. Or like what are those PPP loans that that were out there during COVID? There's going to be some money stuff. It's like an investigation. There's your second ace, by the way, that I saw on the bottom of the deck. There is going to be an investigation into Jim Jordan regarding money and money-related issues. Now, I know that some folks have been talking about target letters. It would not surprise me if he gets served with a big old honkin' target letter in the next few months. Okay. Something big is happening with him. And I know y'all are here for it. It's about theft. Taking things that didn't belong to you. Theft, redistribution, like money laundering. That type of thing. Or like Steve Bannon and the border wall. Here, we're going to raise all this money and, here's your border wall stuff. I don't know what happened to the other 90% of the funding, but there's theft and money involved, and there's an investigation going on. And it's going to cause an absolute stir, a frenzy of activity. I don't think this is the budgets. No, this looks very personal to Jim Jordan. There is a money issue. I don't think it's the wrestlers. Oh, it could be a lawsuit from the wrestlers. Ooh, because I think that one's not, I don't think they're done with that yet. That one's been quiet for a while, but that's not been done. That's not done. If it's not bribery or campaign finance, something like that, this could be the lawsuit from the wrestlers coming to the fore. Let's see what else we got here. And wrestling is it's high energy combat and stuff like that. Rolling around. I wrestled my freshman year in high school, so I got my dose of getting thrown around and getting my face jammed in some guy's armpit. Entertainment purposes only. I hope that doesn't make your breakfast taste a little bit funky. Trust me, the guy's armpit was funky. Yeah, I think this is about the lawsuit. If it's not about the lawsuit, I'll do it in the framing of the college lawsuit. If it's not that, it's going to follow that same vibe. It's like offers are being made and not accepted. This could be, Jim Jordan trying to get this lawsuit dismissed, them trying to serve subpoenas to him. There's a lot of action going around, and there's not a lot of satisfaction being gotten from this, which is why there's like this new lawsuit coming out here. It's involving the government. So again, if it's about bribery cases, it's about theft, and it's going to cause a stir. And then there's going to be, questions asked or subpoenas delivered, and Jordan pleading the fifth type thing. And again, involves his government position. If it's about the wrestlers, again, it could be about Jordan being subpoenaed, pleading the fifth, and having to go to court because he's not cooperating. He's not cooperating with folks. Out comes the Five of Pentacles. Somebody's being left out in the cold. If things go the wrestler's way, it's going to be Jim Jordan that's going to be left out in the cold because he's going to be exposed for who he is. Kim from Intuit View, for her 2024 review. By the way, she's live tonight. I'm missing it right now. She saw the 2024 being an exposure. It's like getting rid of the gray stuff. So you just know, where things get more black and white, more obvious. The sides are really obvious here. I do think that if Jim Jordan is brought to court in a lawsuit, he's not going to win. He's going to lose. And it could be something like, again, when you have discovery and you have to get depositions and he's pleading the fifth. I think there's going to be some movement in that. And I would like, and I'm hoping the young men in that will win that case, because I don't think the statute of limitations is up on that. I know that they've been looking into it. There's been threats about it. There's been court decisions. I'd pause the video to go look, but me and pause buttons don't always get along. Now, to be fair to myself, my mouse here, sometimes when I click it once, it does a quick double click, even though I'm not double clicking it. So I think on that one video where I hit the pause button, it double clicked. So I know I hit the pause button, but then it gave me a bonus click, which immediately unpaused it, and then you get to see me doing stuff like this. Thank God I didn't take the laptop with me in the bathroom, eh? Oh my, I had to take that video down. But might explain why it was my most popular one. You guys are weird. Maybe this is my OnlyFans page. Man searches Google while sitting on the toilet on his laptop. Okay. I'm ruining your morning coffee. I'm so sorry. Jared Kushner. Yes. Jared Kushner. Focus, David. Jared Kushner. He might be going through some things. Now, I do not expect he will be going through anything until 2025 and the Democrats taking the House and the Senate and the presidency get out and vote. But when the Democrats take over Congress again, can we expect an investigation into Jared Kushner? Purely and utterly for entertainment purposes only, and may we be entertained? How's that going to look? Wow! Birds of a feather, huh? Birds of a feather flocking together. How did you get a $2 billion hedge fund when you know nothing about hedge funds? Can you explain that to me, Mr. Kushner? Yeah, there's going to be a... if you think Hunter Biden is corrupt, oh, dude, here, hold my beer. Here, hold my 5 swords. Hunter Biden is nothing compared... He's the bubble gum on the bottom of this guy's shoe compared to what this guy is stealing. Oh, and guess who might be going away? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Now, like many of you, back in 2016 to 17, when Trump was elected and we're stressing out for the 2 months or 6 weeks before we got installed, I was going to all sorts of searching out intuitives online, tarot readers. That's where I found the lovely Dr. Lena Rodriguez. There was also other online like tarot places or intuitives that were posting up their predictions. And now I'm forgetting the name of it. Anyways, but one of them said that what they saw was that Jared Kushner would be the highest level Trump cabinet member to go to prison, implying that Pence and Trump did not go to prison. So, yeah, I've never forgotten about that, and I think a lot of people think that Jared Kushner has got a lot of legal exposure. This could be sending him up the river, and I got the death card underneath here. I think this is going to bring an end to Jared Kushner. He's going to get a walk some steps that his father took, and get to see what the inside of a prison cell looks like. Not a jail cell, a prison cell, much darker. And that's my jail card. In the past, the 4 of Wands. Okay, so Kushner goes in. He takes a job for Trump. He's put in charge of everything under the sun. He meets up with MBS. They're a pair of sociopaths that hate the same people, or certainly Jared Kushner is willing to hate the same people MBS hates. Probably hands over Khashoggi, gets Khashoggi murdered, and gets a $2 billion hedge fund for his troubles. What could possibly... Sounds perfectly on the up and up. Now, could you explain to me again what Hunter Biden did to start all this? Yeah, exactly. He's staring at a prison cell, and that was the Democrats' investigation. They know they've got the goods on him. They're not going to have to dig very deep. Not like they're doing with Hunter Biden. They're not going to dig very deep to figure out what's going on because the money trail's in plain sight. The current situation in 2025 when the investigation starts is the star. This is going to be, it's the calm after the storm. We've gotten through the election, and it's like the star of truth is now finally able to shine. We've been under like this shadowy eclipse for the last 2 years, where there's just absolute craziness and mayhem. And finally, we're going to start holding the people accountable who actually have committed the crimes. Not the propaganda that's being pressed, but the actual crimes. I'm here for that. The Emperor. I don't know who's going to be leading the Department of Justice. It will not be Merrick Garland. There will be a new lead to the Department of Justice or new committees that are formed, and they are not going to play. This would be like putting Katie Porter in charge or Sheldon Whitehouse in charge, Oh, you didn't want this guy sitting here. The lesson to be learned is the High Priestess. Secrets revealed. The Emperor is going to have star witnesses, cooperating witnesses, and what's going to be revealed is going to start being revealed. People are going to start understanding the full breadth and scope of what was happening in the Trump administration. And there's going to be some strong, powerful issues. This could be like, if Kamala Harris weren't the VP and she was the Attorney General, that kind of energy, the no F's given type stuff. Who here remembers her grilling of Brett Kavanaugh or who was that Weasley Keebler elf that was the first Attorney General? Come on, Dave, give yourself permission to remember. It's been so long. His name is lovingly gone, but you all know who I'm talking about. She is just, it's like the mom who got a hold of your phone and your social media and knows everything you did on Friday night when you said you were sleeping over at a friend's house and instead you were clubbing in the city till 3 a.m. And then you get home and she's just waiting there. So, how did the sleepover go the other night? Oh, really? What did you eat? Who was there? Keep asking the questions and then say, are you sure? Are you sure that person was there? You're positive, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, I'm glad I wasn't Kamala Harris's child. You can imagine those kids don't get away with anything. Out comes the Page of Swords. I think we're going to part of Jared Kushner, the investigation. Jared Kushner's going to squeal. He's going to start telling everybody everything that happened in an effort to get his sentence down. He's going to be the spy in the room. He is a diminished person. A young person who's going to be going up the river for crimes that he committed. Star witness, falling star. There's going to be somebody overseeing it that's going to make sure it happens. They're going to ask all the right questions, and we're going to get all the right answers. Now, whether Kushner cuts a deal or not, we'll see. But that's what that seems to be what's going to happen with Kushner on that one. Come on, David. I can picture him too. He was the first person to support Trump. And y'all are saying it in the comments. So when I look at the comments tomorrow and I put the hearts on it, there's going to be 23 comments about who it was. And you know, if you look through the comments and you see the name, just thumb it up. You don't have to put it 23 times. Oh, but if you want to put it 23 times, that's fine. It boosts the video. I know Shell, but she's not going to remember either. Okay. Does Jared Kushner... I don't know why I would ask this. Jared Kushner have any involvement with the Khashoggi murder and dismemberment? Does he have involvement in that? This is purely for entertainment purposes only. Again, just as a reminder, I am just some random dude on the internet throwing tarot cards, doing things for your entertainment. Any truth that might fall out of this is purely coincidental, because we all know this is just a bunch of hooey, right? Khashoggi murder and dismemberment. Mr. Kushner, you got anything you want to say about that? I shuffled these cards. Well. Guess it's not just going to be financial crimes, huh? Well, I'm sure MBS and his ilk were thrilled. Yeah, I think some truths are going to be out there. I think some truths are going to be out there. His involvement, they're going to find out about his involvement in the Khashoggi murder. Yeah. What stuff he communicated. He obviously was not one of the people that, trapped him, killed him, strangled him, and then cut up his body and then took it out or put on his clothes to do things. But he was in with the planning of it. It's like he's part of a conspiracy. Think of it as the conspiracy aspect. He supplied information type of thing. In the past as the lovers. Yeah, this is all about Kushner, his access to security, to top secret information, security clearances that he didn't deserve that Trump gave him, and his relationship with MBS, and their love for money and hatred of similar people. Again, as I said, Kushner was more than happily willing to accommodate whoever MBS disliked into his dislike pile too, because Kushner doesn't like anybody. To Kushner, everybody's beneath him. With very few exceptions, and by very few I mean none. Oh, Kushner's looking at a lot of years in prison for his involvement in here. And that's, when I was saying that Page of Swords where he's going to rat things out, this is probably the case where he's going to start singing. Because he's looking at, 7 years or more in prison before he's even able for parole, for instance. He's looking at a long time. We have a pair of sevens here. He's going to offer, and he collected money for it. So you got the money aspect on this one. And maybe they make connections when they're scrutinizing this money and they work their way back and they connect it to Khashoggi. I suspect they're going to make a connection between the two. You give us this information about Khashoggi's whereabouts, we'll make sure that you get to see some money in return. Judgment. Yeah, they're going to find it. They're absolutely going to find it. They're going to link money, Khashoggi's murder, with money. And Kushner's part of that conspiracy, part of the planning, sharing of information. Because of magician. And he will be convicted. He will be convicted on this. Khashoggi's family is going to celebrate because they're going to finally get some justice for the murder of their loved one. Again, entertainment purposes only. What do I know? I'm just throwing these random tarot cards here. Mug for the camera. All right. Yeah, and to a couple people, Doris and another fellow that messaged in the comments. Yes, I'm in a much better headspace today. Yesterday was just a rough day for me, between work and the Supreme Court news and just all the news. I was not happy with the world and how it's being run. Again, I'd like to be in charge. I'll do things my way. Oh, trust me, you'll love it. Probably not. I think I'd love it. Probably not. Anyways, so much for megalomania. I'll put the megalomania back in a box and we'll let it come out and breathe another day. But for right now, I'll just thank you for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for your likes and your shares and everything you do to feed the algorithm so that my video makes it out to a wider audience. To folks who've just recently discovered me, welcome to the channel. I hope you found this random guy reading tarot cards on the internet to be an enlightening, insightful channel, maybe mildly entertaining. And I hope to catch you on the next video. Take care.